Hello everybody and welcome to Unstoppableness Gaming. Today we're going to talk about Pokemon Go. One of the most sought after questions is how to get the legendary Pokemon in Pokemon Go. And today I'm going to tell you guys about my opinion on how to get these Pokemon. Starting off, we're going to talk about the three legendary Pokemon, Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno. I think depending on which team that you decided during the beginning of the game is the decision of which Pokemon you are going to get. Like, since I'm on Team Mystic, I'm going to get Articuno, and since you guys are on Team Valor and Team Instinct, you're going to get Zapdos and Moltres. And I think that's how we're going to be able to get those Pokemon. And to be able to complete your Pokedex, obviously we're going to have trading, so trading is going to come out before that probably. Hopefully soon, I think it will come out. All of these Pokemon are confirmed. As a matter of fact, there's been a leak about the combat power of each Pokemon, and I'm pretty sure that Moltres is the strongest one of all the three legendary birds, which kind of sucks. I was hoping Articuno would be at the top, but Articuno is at the bottom. But I don't know why they're different for. Why shouldn't they be the same? It's the legendary birds. Maybe because Moltres is the weakest. They want how to even it out. I don't know how it works, how they have the stats and stuff in there. Maybe the moves are different and they're not as strong on some Pokemon, so they give them a little bit of leverage. But those Pokemon already have their CP maxed out, or no, they're not confirmed about their max CP, but it's out and you can find it on the Twitter page on IGN. Now let's kind of talk about how we're going to have to get these legendary bird Pokemon. First of all, I don't think we're going to have to go to some kind of big event to catch the three legendary birds, because I think they're more simpler than that. You know, you pick your team, that's the Pokemon you're going to get. So I think it'll be something more like local based with your Wi-Fi. Maybe you have to complete some kind of quest, because if you guys ever played Ingress, which is another game by Niantic, if you guys ever played that, you will notice that there is quests and things you can do by kind of going to where Pokestops are in Pokemon Go. They're called portals, and the quest, you would travel around to the portals, and that's how you would complete the quest, by going to the portals in that area that it recommends you go to. And I think that's something that Pokemon Go is looking towards, more like a quest kind of thing to complete, going to the Pokestops. Maybe we get some rewards like some Stardust and some candy, but maybe that's how we can get our Pokemon Zapdos in them, by maybe completing a certain amount of the Pokedex and also completing some quests. Maybe you could unlock another quest to get Zapdos or Articuno or Moltres in your area, and that's how you unlock those Pokemon. But let's go ahead and talk about Mew and Mewtwo. The first thing I want to talk about Mewtwo is that I do think it's going to be location based in New York or some of the bigger cities like Tokyo and stuff like that. If you watch the trailer, it obviously shows a bunch of people fighting a Mewtwo. That just makes me think that that's how it's going to be obtained. So if this is correct, I'm going to have to pack my bags and take a little road trip up to New York so I can catch that Mewtwo. Because I'm not going to have that, because it's my dream to become the best and catch every single Pokemon. So with that out of the way, I think it's time to move on to the big picture. Number 151, Mew, the original Pokemon of all Pokemon ever. Now I think that this Pokemon has to be super rare. Like I said, Mewtwo is going to be super rare. You have to go to a place to get it, so not everyone's going to have it. Just like in the real world, if Mewtwo and Mew were out there in real life, there'd only be one of those Pokemon, so only about one person can catch those Pokemon, obviously. So very few people are going to have each of these Pokemon. So what I'm suggesting at Mew is, it's going to be extremely hard to get, so you have to travel a lot, and maybe they'll make it where Pokemon move, so you have to chase Mew down and catch him. That would be more intense and more crazy and just a lot more fun to do, in my opinion. So the people that have the Mew are the actual dedicated trainers that are actually out there trying their hardest to become a Pokemon Go master, like me. So I'm traveling my bags and turning my hat backwards so I can become the very best. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want you guys to comment down below and tell me your opinions on how you think you're going to get the legendary birds, Mew and Mewtwo. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you all next time on Unstoppableness Gaming. Thanks for watching.